Did you see that? Oh, please tell me you saw that. It was right there. Not 200 or 300 yards from here. There was a bush on fire. Did you hear what I said? There was a bush on fire. Oh, of course, you Midianites see bushes catch on fire all the time. You think I'm making a big deal out of nothing. But this bush was different. This bush was on fire, but it was not burning up. The fire was not consuming the bush. I can only conclude it was a miracle. A miracle. It had to be a miracle. There is no other explanation for it. I can see by your faces that you don't believe me. Listen. I'm not a Midianite like you. But I'm no stranger among you. My name is Moses. I've been living among you for 40 years. I married the daughter of one of your priests. I wouldn't lie to you. Well, I suppose that if you don't believe the part about the fire, you're probably not going to believe the part about the voice either. I swear to you. The voice of God himself came from the burning bush. People of Midian, I swear to you it's true. The creator of the universe spoke to me from a burning bush. Now, I suppose you're wondering why I'm bothering you with this. You Midianites don't even believe in our God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But I think the message he gave me is for one of you. It has to be for you. It can't be for me. I mean, the burning bush was on Midianite property. I mean, none of this land belongs to the people of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All those people, my people, are being held captive in Egypt. So, you see, the message I got from the burning bush was probably meant for one of you. Let me tell you what he said. Then, you can decide which one of you should respond to it. First of all, he wants one of you to go to Egypt and tell the king to let my people go. Well, I can see from your faces that there's not a lot of enthusiasm among you to confront Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And I can't blame you. He's a very powerful man. But one of you has to do it. God said so. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why don't I go, since I speak Egyptian and none of you do? Well, see, I'm actually the last person who should go. I'm a wanted man in Egypt. See, about 40 years ago, I murdered an Egyptian man. And there is no statute of limitations on murder. So, it's got to be one of you. Come now. Let's have a show of hands. Come on, people. The Lord doesn't talk from a burning bush every day. This is important. If God wants the Hebrews released from captivity, one of you has to step forward. There's no way I'm the one who should go. Even if the king of Egypt has forgotten that I'm a murderer, there's no way I'm the right man to approach him. You see, the man who approaches Pharaoh has to be well schooled. He needs to be able to speak well. He has to be learned and wise, in case Pharaoh asks questions. I mean, I'm the last guy who should volunteer for this, since I'm just a lowly shepherd. Pharaoh would never listen to a shepherd. All right, I'll admit it. Some of you know that I was adopted by Pharaoh's daughter and I was raised in the household of Pharaoh, and that I went to the world-famous royal school. I suppose I could answer the questions of the king. But I'm still the wrong guy for the job. See, the reason I murdered that Egyptian 40 years ago was to show my fellow Hebrews that I no longer wanted to be associated with the Egyptians, that I wanted to be associated with the Hebrews, my native people. But as soon as I killed that Egyptian, the Hebrews, my own people, rejected me. And, of course, after I killed an Egyptian, I was an outcast from the Egyptians too. That's why I ended up here in Midian. So, you see, I have the proven track record that the Hebrews won't follow me. So, by the process of elimination, it's got to be one of you. I think I see the reason for your hesitation. You're thinking, even if Pharaoh releases the Hebrews, why would the Hebrews follow a Midianite out of Egypt? Right? Well, the voice from the burning bush gave you a sign that you can give to Pharaoh and to the Hebrews. And here it is. The God of the burning bush told me to throw a staff onto the ground. And when I threw it down, God transformed this ordinary stick into a deadly snake. So, if you just take my stick with you to Egypt, God will repeat the demonstration for the Hebrews. So, you see, with supernatural proof that God is involved, the Hebrews will follow you out of Egypt. Okay, so, with that in mind, raise your hand if you want to risk getting killed by the king of Egypt and rejected by the Hebrews. I can't do this. I can't send one of you. God commanded me to confront Pharaoh. Why would any of you want to get involved? These are my people. I'm the one who went to school. I'm the one who speaks their language. I'm the one who can answer his questions. Who is better qualified to confront a member of the royal family than a member of the royal family? And I'm the one God chose to do this. I tried to pass it off onto you because I was afraid. The burning bush and the poisonous snake were not just signs from God for the Hebrews and the Egyptians. They were signs for me. If God can speak to me through a burning bush and change an ordinary stick into a snake, he can protect me from harm. He can change the hearts of the Hebrews to follow me. God wants me to go. So, I'll go. On second thought, maybe I'll get my brother to go. Based on a play by Bob Snook. Conditions for use: do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it. Pay no royalties, even if you make money from performances. You may reproduce and distribute this script freely, but all copies must contain this copyright statement.